But he's like, yeah, like he's very headstrong and he knows that kid knows more about World War II history than I do.
I don't know if they still do it. They used to have almost a try before you buy program.
Yeah.
Because the first 2 years, at least back then, you weren't on contract. So you were there the first 2 years, then you signed contract, and at that point they got you to an extent.
Yeah.
You know, but they had a thing that was really, really smart because to an extent it was a recruiting tool. It was called Basic Camp. You could skip your sophomore year if you went to Fort Knox for a summer for 6 weeks.
Oh.
And it was a really, really, really dumbed-down version of boot camp, and the drill sergeants hated it because
I can't imagine.
Because they don't want to run you off because they're trying to recruit you, but they're not used to having to put up with that crap.
But we're just talking junior ROTC here and whether or not it's a great idea or not for my son. So, but anyway, no, we're at SHOT Show 2023. This is Dave Biggers with Tisas.
Howdy.
But no, how's the show been for you? Busy?
Very busy.
Really? Busier than last year, because last year, I think if you guys watching tuned in any last year, it was a different setup. We were on the inside, but it was a lot quieter. This one seems like a lot more people.
I barely remember last year. I was definitely, I came down with COVID the day of setup.
No kidding.
And, oh, my God, I was miserable.
You did?
Oh, yeah. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Well, what's funny
This is already better.
Yeah, it's already better. I actually feel refreshed. It's funny because we had Martin on from Rock Island Armory, and he was talking about, he goes, oh, yeah, you remember last year when we had so many interviews together? And he goes, oh, yeah, I was sick the entire time. I was like, man, I couldn't even tell. Like,
that's a trooper.
Yeah, but I didn't catch it. I'm not saying herd immunity works, but just saying.
It works. I'll say it.
There you go.
It works.
But give us a little of your background. I mean, you've been in the industry, I'm not going to say forever because you're not that old.
Well,
I'm a while.
I'm 64. I actually came into it a little late. I've been in the industry since 1999, I think. It was actually a little earlier than that.
I was graduating high school back then.
I probably knew. Well, no, I'm not going to say that. Anyway, yeah, good for you.
Oh, you graduated. I'm shocked. That's what he should have said. Wow, I'm surprised. But it was a small town in Oklahoma, so, standards held a little bit lower.
Yeah, I don't. Sometimes the smaller stuff, quite frankly, I think it works the inverse.
It does.
Because all your teachers know you. It's not like you can hide.
Well, no, they know my parents. That's the problem.
That's even worse.
That's the problem. But no, give us a little background on Tisas.
So Tisas is a Turkish manufacturing company. They've been in business since 1993. They've been a supplier to the Turkish Minister of Defense. Okay. In fact, their PX9, which one of the first products that we started carrying over here, was actually adopted by the Turkish military forces.
Okay.
And so before we even started bringing them over, they had gone through like multiple 20,000 round torture tests and a bunch of other stuff to be accepted. Yeah. And then, of course, they've got the 1911 families. They do the Fatih, which is a 380. And they make good quality product. They've been great partners with us. In fact, we just had dinner with them again last night, and I'm trying to find a way to make my way over there because I desperately want to go. But
when I hear a Turkish-made gun, typically what that invokes in my vision is the fine Turkish shotguns and beautiful craftsmanship.
Yes.
And you always know if it's a Turkish-made gun, like you're getting quality.
Right. Well, and it's funny too. A lot of people don't realize the history of Turkish firearms making. Yeah. They've been making guns for a long time. They've been licensed to manufacture guns for HK, Benelli. Over the years, a lot of different. So not only do they know how to make them, they had a lot of outside influence that also kind of helped them on some of the fine points. And right now, I can tell you a really big thing about Turkey is Turkey's one of the last countries that still has old world wood.
Yeah.
And that's drying up fast. But, if you're going to get good walnut right now, the odds are it's coming from Turkey.
Right.
And you better get it while you can because it literally is. They're right now, from what I understand, they're cutting and stockpiling a ton of that because at this point it's almost like a national resource. It's a finite, from what I understand, it takes 100+ years to get decent looking walnut with some figure to it.
Grain
right. That's why you used to could get a lot of black American walnut.
Right.
it's difficult to find now because for the most part it's young growth. Well, they still have old growth, walnut over there. And so, it's when you hear Turkish walnut, you probably want to give it a look because it's
that's
probably pretty
That's
sharp.
a hot tip from Dave right there.
There you go. That's my hot tip. My hot tip of the day.
All right, guys,
done.
I'm out.
Nice knowing you guys. Bye, Tisas.
Yeah. Jeez. There you go. That's a kind of a shameless plug and an easy way to get into it. What do we want to talk about first, as far as like what we're looking at today? Because I know what we've got here. You're giving this away?
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Why would you do such a thing?
Well, we didn't know that Cylinder and Slide was going to shut their doors. That's part of it. So this already started out this is one of our D10s. It's one of our 10 millimeter guns. We introduced those last year, and then I was talking to a friend of mine, Michael Bain, and he wanted to do one up as a pig gun. Well, Michael used to shoot USPSA, and he said, you know what? I want something that works on the frame. And so he actually talked to some people and got him to adapt. I believe it's Double A Academy. God, I hope I got that right. Because they were really nice to work with us on this. And then Holosun, of course, kicked in an optic.
Yep.
We sent it off to Cylinder and Slide.
Okay.
And as near as we know, this is the last full house custom to come from Cylinder and Slide. This was the last one they did that they full house custom. And then Sean from Sean's Ugly Grips was nice enough to donate some grips.
What a name for a company.
I know, isn't that
Sean's
great?
Ugly Grips. Yep. They are not ugly.
No, they're not. They're not at all. But if you look at the front, and a lot of times people wonder, well, why are you paying so much money for a custom gun? Well, if you look at the way the lines are blended, it's the attention to detail. Right. It's the absolute attention to detail. It's almost fanatical for what most of us would do. But anyway, we decided we were going to go kill some pigs. We'd come back, we'd give this away, and then Cylinder and Slide decides to close their doors, and Michael is like, I think that's the last full house custom they ever did.
So this is the last one that you know of?
There as I know, that is the last full house custom that Cylinder and Slide ever made. So that completely changed from, you went from, hey, this is a really cool gun, that will wind up being a collector's item. So
some of the other details that I noticed on it is the checkering on the back strap and the front strap. It has a very smooth feel to it.
Yes.
And I don't know if Michael can jump in here, but it has a very smooth feel, but it's checkered.
Mm-hmm. The finer checkering you go from coarse, which doesn't have to be super deep, say like 20 lines per inch, 20, 25, and the coarser they are, the more aggressive they are. So if we're wearing gloves, they're great.
Right.
But if you're not wearing gloves, the finer, like the 30, like you're talking about, it's there, but it's not going to bite you.
Right.
It gives you purchase without really doing anything beyond that.
It's just different. Like, I don't know how to explain. I mean, it feels smooth, but you're going to get a good grip on that gun, which I love. Because the guys out there right now, guys, again, this is brought to you by Palmetto State Armory. We appreciate their support, but you're giving this away because they're going to ask, how do you enter to win this gun?
Come by our booth and get scanned.
Hold on a second.
That's all you got to do. Come by and get your badge scanned.
They can't win
here. Nope, they're out of luck. Sorry, you have to come to SHOT. I'm sorry. We'll try to do something later, but for this, you got to be at SHOT.
Okay. So
now you're busting me. You're busting me live.
No.
This is ambush journalism. No. I'm out of here.
No.
Mic drop.
Here's what I'm going to do. For our viewers that are watching this and throughout the week, if you watch this, since we're doing a big SHOT Show giveaway, so every comment.
Okay, here's what I will do. I will give you another gun. You can't have this one.
No.
But we can donate another.
No, what I'll do is I will go enter, and if I win this gun.
Oh, there you go.
I will give it away.
I like that. That works.
Is that fair?
That's more than fair.
Okay.
If only one entry.
Only one entry.
Okay.
We'll
be watching you. Be watching you.
Okay, deal. So I'm going to enter this. If I win it, I'm going to give it to you guys. So that's as best as I can do.
I'll up the ante.
Uh-oh.
You're working it with your comments, right?
Yeah.
You said comment? Okay. If you don't win it, you pick out, we'll give another one away. I can't give one of these away, but I'll give one of our 10 D10s away. So I'll do that.
Oh, my gosh. All right, done.
You said,
See, all you got to do is comment. All you got to do is comment.
See, if I get fired, I expect you guys to help me find new employment.
I'll find you another job. You're easy to employ.
That'll work.
That is amazing. I totally did not expect that.
Did he say anything about that beforehand? I don't.
No.
I mean, I got notes. I took notes. I wrote them down.
No.
Boom.
There we go. Done. All right. This is the best one we've done yet. All right. This is amazing. I can't wait.
But wait.
Oh, wait. There's more. Excuse me while I whip this out.
I thought you told me I couldn't say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. You couldn't say it because I was going to say it.
So that is something brand new. You want to switch out? I don't know how you're doing this stuff.
So I got in trouble yesterday for that exact thing. Is they're like, you can't show it behind the gun you talked about or the product you talked about. We have to put it up here. We have to let the camera do its magic.
Well, there you go.
So Benjamin's happy. Michael's happy.
Therefore, we got to keep those guys. Yeah, keep those guys happy. Yeah.
Yep, they're the only ones that matter.
Well, they would not have ambushed me like that. So yeah,
I totally ambushed
you guys. So before, it's like he's the talent. You got nope. Now it's like see.
I'll accept that. All right. So what are we working with?
Okay, this is brand new. We just brought this out. In fact, the first 3 samples hit the country, I think, 2 weeks ago. Yep. This is our new Night Stalker 1911. So
that is beautiful.
Lots of really cool features. You got slots in the slide. They're night sights. You've actually got the hook on the back if you want to do run-handed, reloads or mag changes, right? And there's a couple of things. Very faceted slide, which I think is extremely cool. Yep. It also has a rail, and then 2 other things. The grips on this, those are aluminum.
Okay.
They're smooth, but because there's that facet in the middle, it actually allows you to get a very good purchase to it. So they're not just attractive. Gosh. They feel kind of slick. But when you've got them in the hand, the way that one angle is, it actually grabs your hand.
Yeah. Well, I think it's almost like a scalloped front and back strap, which gives you a little grip in the right places along the inside of your fingers and everything, and especially this fits my hand really well.
Front and back is where you grip on.
Yeah.
It's not the side to side. It's the front and back.
I think that's lost on a lot of folks.
I know it is.
We overthink how much grip texture.
I know, because you're not doing this. It's front to back.
It's front to back. Like you're putting your pressure here. But
and then the other thing that I really like about this, so one of the guys, Casey Shapton, has been working on this quite a bit, and he actually came up with that trigger design, which I really like. So I like the way straight triggers feel. If you've got a decent trigger in a gun, a straight trigger will give you even more control because you have less of a contact point.
Right.
But I don't know. I never liked the way they looked.
Okay.
I just didn't like the way they looked. And the way that he rounded the top and bottom on that, it's got a very stylized look to it. It looks cool. That's one of the cooler triggers that I've ever seen.
That looks absolutely stunning.
But they did it. It's Cerakote gray and black. And it's a gorgeous gun. But
and are 45 or?
Right now they're 45. They're also going to be available later in 9mm and 10.
Really? So you look at this gun, you feel this gun. Whose side is that?
I'm not entirely certain.
Okay, but okay, I want you to look at this front post here. Get for Michael. Which way do I need to go? That way? Maybe right there. It's a really high vis bright dot, and it looks like it's got a little bit of tritium in the center, so it makes it. So it makes it a day-night sight, which is great.
And then you got the talking points, what I completely glossed over. So forged slide, forged frame, hammer forged barrel, Series 70 internals, titanium firing pin. Okay, so
given all those specs, like if I was to look at this gun, feel this gun, probably shoot this gun, I'm guessing $1,499 to into the $1,600 ballpark.
We really were trying to stay under $1,000 mark so that people could, it's a very cool gun.
Yeah.
You want to be able to have a cool gun.
Yeah.
And
you can say it. What is it?
MSRP is going to be
more than that.
MSRP is going to be $749.99.
Jeez,
that's the MSRP.
So you
map is a little lower than that. You can get a lot of gun for that amount of money. You can be the coolest kid on the block, and you don't tell them what you paid for it. You just go, oh, look at this. I got this full house custom.
That is slick. That is amazing. Yeah, because, I mean, the grip, the feel, the finish on this product it feels custom.
And that is a very in-house design. We work with the Tisas Space Parts, but our national sales manager, Matt Fuller, and one of our product development guys, Casey, there's a whole lot of those guys in this, and it turned out really well.
Yeah, it's a beautiful gun. $749. Are you sure about that?
$749. That's the MSRP. Yes, I'm sure about that.
Wait.
I double-checked when they asked me.
So that's $749.
Yeah.
So that means you'll probably find it for less than that. More than likely.
Map, yeah, you will. Map is less than that, which is minimum advertised price. So
no kidding.
Yeah. No, that's going to shake up the market a little bit, I think.
So when's this coming out? Like, when's it available? What time frame?
I think we're looking at 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
I'm going to probably say
quick.
4. Yeah. We're already getting some pre-orders.
Okay.
So I think you're going to start seeing them on dealer shelves maybe 6 weeks.
No kidding.
Maybe 6 weeks.
Jeez.
But yeah, I'd start hitting up your dealer now. Because they're not
line.
coming. You know, there's a lot of work on there.
Yeah.
So production is a little bit more limited.
Yeah.
We'll make as many as we need to, but you know, I would, like I said, I'd hit up your dealer to hit up the distributor.
Yeah.
Because they can order them now.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Order them now. Get in line.
Yes.
I'm going to go enter to win this sucker for you guys.
He's not winning.
I'm going to win this. I'm going to win it. Michael says he's going to win it.
At this point, after your ambush journalism, he has a better shot than you do. I'll just say that.
All right. I'll accept that 100%. Dave, thanks for joining, man. I sure do appreciate it, man. All right. You guys go check them out, Tisas. But, man, I'm telling you what, like, you shocked me with the price. You shocked me with the fit, finish, and feel of this one. You guys, that's going to be a huge one. I can't wait.
I think it will. I think it will. That's a cool product.
All right, guys, that's SHOT Show 2023. We'll be back for more. Just give us a little bit of time. We'll be back up. I think we've got Taurus coming on soon, so you'll want to tune in for that.
For more great gun content, subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. You can also watch the Gun Talk channels on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon. And of course, you can always find us at guntalk.com. Thanks for watching.